Introduction to Shadow Work. In life, we go through so many things that consume our energy and attention. All of these things shape us in one way or another. Shadow work is the key to higher self-awareness, which helps us to understand ourselves better, finding our true calling, unique path, and purpose. The process of shadow work is simply the process of deconditioning and unlearning everything we were taught and conditioned to believe, see, feel, understand in one way or another. Shadow work is actually something that is always happening. We are not being asked whether we want to do it or not. All our life is shadow work. But when we're aware of the shadow grows and takes control over our personality and our life. Whatever we reject, resist, suppress, deny, ignore, neglect, and keep hidden feeds the shadow. Everything we're ashamed of, all our secrets, all our unfulfilled desires, everything that frightens us, everything we can't stand, everything that makes us angry, jealous, envious, obsessed, everything that we find disgusting, unacceptable, uncomfortable, everything we don't want to talk about, everything we avoid, everything we want to keep away from ourselves feeds our shadow. Shadow work is a full-time job, and it is one that pays off. Our subconscious mind is the massive part of an iceberg that we cannot see. And if we lack self-awareness, we have no or little control or real direction in our life and our spiritual evolution. To be able to understand ourselves better, experience more joy, less suffering, manifest and create the life we truly want to live, passionately fueled by our heart's desire, we have to find courage and be willing to face our shadow selves. When we are unaware of shadow work, we keep repeating the same track when we are stuck in one melody and there is no way out. But when we start noticing patterns, programs, hidden fears, unconscious desires, and all other algorithms of our psyche, we start realizing that we're not here only to live and experience this life. We're not here only to experience struggle, pain, and suffering with little temporary joys now and then. We are here for far better and bigger reasons, and our mission is not to avoid struggle, challenges, and pain in order to enjoy life. Our mission is to embrace it all, to integrate all parts of our existence, to accept the whole of our being, to accept all that we see, feel, experience, witness, imagine, and dream. For most, this process is too overwhelming, and the result of that is living in escapism mode, in denial, trying to suppress the deepest parts of ourselves rather than getting to know our true selves and finding that magical connection to our higher self. The life we all dream of and desire does not begin with external possessions and accomplishments. This perception is simply a result of the current society model, but it does not serve our highest good. What we truly desire deep within begins deep within. Shadow work is something that is necessary. It is a matter of personal hygiene, and it demands learning, educating ourselves with real knowledge, researching, understanding nature of existence, understanding the complexity of the psyche, complexity of psycho-spiritual functions, and complexity of emotional depths. Complexity is complex only until we realize how simple it actually is. So don't get frustrated by not getting there immediately. We have been trained and taught that we have to fight to survive, that this is a survival of the fittest world, and that this is a survival of the fittest world, and that we are always competing with others, with our parents, with our siblings, with our friends, with our partners, with ourselves, with time itself, and even with the ultimate creator. By choosing the path inwards and by being brave enough to rebuild our inner reality, we eventually rebuild our outer reality, which is always nothing else but a mirror of our inner world. As we become better, we attract better. We have to be patient, understanding, open-minded, and open-hearted, forgiving, ready to learn from others, ready to listen to other sides of the story, ready to forget all that we have learned so far, and ready to face ourselves, no matter what. Our intention is that this shadow work is going to guide you through some deep self-realization, and it is going to help you build deeper and stronger connection with your higher self, so that you can start this inward journey and the process of unlearning what is no longer serving you and finding new paths that are meant just for you. Our suggestion is simply to allow yourself to dive deep inside yourself, somewhere peaceful, quiet, where there are no distractions, and go through this book without judging yourself, but accepting yourself fully and completely understanding that you are a work in progress. Go through this book with the intention of ushering yourself with unconditional love